Okay, pages with internal links that are broken. What does that mean? Why is that important for SEO? How important is it, and how do we fix it? So first, it just means that there's a link on your website that's broken. It's pointing usually to a page that's going to result in a 404 error message, meaning a page that is no longer there, or maybe you turned it into a draft, so it's no longer online. Maybe it's a page you removed. For whatever reason, it's not there, so the link is broken. It's also possible that it might be a 403 error and not a 404, but that's really very unlikely. If you do see that, I would say rerun your Semrush scan or whatever SEO tool you are using. Just rerun the scan, because it's possible that the Semrush bot going out and checking all these links was just blocked momentarily by your website or your website host, recognizing that a bot was trying to scan all your pages, a bot other than Google. And it said, no, we don't like bots scanning our sites too quickly. And it temporarily, at least, blocked that bot. That could result in a 403. But most of the time, you're going to see a 404 result with your broken links. And if you have watched my video about pages that return a 4XX status code, you're going to see, or you now know, that these are basically two sides of the same coin. If you have one of these, you're also going to have the other. Okay, so that's what it is. Now, why is this important? So as a user, you know this is super frustrating, especially if you're inside a website and you're clicking on links and you come across a 404 page. It just means that somebody's not maintaining this site well. It's bad housekeeping, and it's frustrating for users, and Google knows that it's frustrating for users, and Google doesn't like to send their users to websites that Google knows is going to be frustrating. So how bad is this? It's 5 out of 5. This is really critical. There's no excuse for this. You are in total control of where your own links go, so there's no reason for you to link to a page that is missing. Now, if this happens for a small amount of time, that's fine. Things happen. If you're active on your website, if you're blogging, if you're making changes, things like this always happen. So there is a bit of a grace period. I can't tell you exactly how long it is. Is it an hour, a day, a week, a month? I don't know. But if you have a 404 page and it popped up, say, yesterday, don't be too alarmed. You're not going to lose your rankings the next day, but don't let it sit around there. Don't let 404s sit on your site for a week or month if you can fix them. So how do we fix this issue? So it's not difficult. We just need to find the broken link that's on your website and fix it either by removing the link or linking to a new page, or maybe the page moved location. We got to point it to where we want users to go. So if we click down into this issue, internal links that are broken, it's going to have a similar format to other Semrush issues. The link in question that is broken is going to be on the page in the first column. So the first column that says page URL, the link is going to be located on that page, and it is pointing to the page in the second column, the column that says broken link URL. You have a link pointing to that URL, but that URL doesn't work. So what we need to do is we just need to go into this first page, find the link going to the page in the second column, and get rid of that link, or like I said, change the link and point it to a functioning page. Now, sometimes when we go to a page like this and we're looking for the broken link, sometimes it's relatively easy to find. It's just a little bit of text in a paragraph, and we can spot it pretty quickly. Sometimes, though, it might be in the navigation. It might be in a drop-down menu off the header or the footer or side navigation. It might also be an image. Those are usually the situations where it's a little more difficult to find that broken link. Sometimes they might be in something that requires an action in order to view, like an FAQ. You know how sometimes you would have a little headline. If you click the plus sign, more text opens up, and the broken link could be in that text. Typically, if you are looking at Semrush and you see the same URL repeated many times in this second column, that's going to be a link from within your navigation, because that broken link is appearing many times. The good news there is that if you just change the one link, it's going to get rid of a whole bunch of different issues. Like, for example, you have a link in your main navigation that's pointing to a page that doesn't exist anymore. You just go into your navigation, you fix that one link. That's going to change on literally every single page of your website. So you might have dozens or even hundreds or thousands of issues that are fixed just by doing that, making that one change. And if you want to see if that's happening, you can sort by the second column and it will put all those in alphabetical order, and then you can just scan from the top to bottom and see if the same URL appears again and again. Otherwise, the solution is to literally go to each page, literally go look at it as a user, scan looking for that link. If you can't find it, look at the images, look at the navigation, look at other features that might not appear right away. Maybe there's some sort of user action you have to do, like clicking on an FAQ button. And if you still can't find it, the solution would be to look at the code. That's like the view source, and look at the code of that page and do a search in the code for the broken URL. Then you'll be able to find roughly where that is. Then you need to go back and look at this page as a user again to find that link. Okay, I hope that helps. Let me know in the comments if you're able to find your broken links. Sometimes it can be tricky, so if you're having trouble, just let me know.